Hello, I am Pratik Tiwari and I will present you the eMart which we have. This is the project which we have designed for our ESD project which was due on April, in the month of April 2021. So these are the features, like we have our products button where we have 5 categories, and once we click on a category we get to see the products in that category, and so we can add the products and the number of stocks we have. So I would like to add this one, so it will show you need to log in first to add product to cart. Since I need to log in, so I will register also. So I will enter my name, and I will enter the username as, and password minimum of 6 characters, or else it will show an error. Now I will register. So as I have registered, so I need to log in. So I will click on login and I will log in with the credentials. I intentionally enter the wrong password. Now I will enter the right password. Now all the things entered are right, so it will take me to the login screen, and I am login. Now I can have an option of logout since I am logged in, and the session is been stored as a JWT token. And now I will see my cart. There's nothing in the cart, and seeing the products. Now I will shop the products. Now I am going to add this to my cart, that is OnePlus Nord 5G. Add to cart. First product is added to cart. Hooray, continue shopping. Now I will be able to see that in my cart I have designed. If I want, I can delete too. As I will delete, the page will reload and the query will be fired and the product has been discarded from my cart. Now I will add multiple things just randomly, not from a single category, moving to another category also. I will add all the products just for demo purpose, and now I will see my cart. I see all the products which I have selected. Now as the feature is just I need to add I can click on a product and add it to once. If I click on the product again, then with the same name another product will be added, and as the quantity won't increase. This is not the feature this is a feature which will be embedded in the future. So let's try for keyboard. I will add keyboard again in the electronics department. I go into electronics and I will find the keyboard, and I will add it. It's added into the cart. Now I will see, yeah, it's again entered here with the same details. In the database it is having a different object ID, so it's fetching differently and showing here, so it doesn't make any difference to the user, just feedback that it is appearing twice, or the number of times I will add it to the cart. So these are subtotal of the products, and I can delete any of the products I want. So I don't want this, so I will delete it, and the page will reload, and the item has been discarded and the cost has been automatically decreased. Now this is the project till where it's working properly. After this we have not embedded any particular business logic, like how to make payment. Just we have a static page here. It does not do any performance, it does not do any backend activities, just a static page. So it will automatically show a checkout. So the product is still, like, we are fetching from database and showing it into a cart. Like, this is a dummy thing which is not working, so but it is been added into the cart successfully. You can delete it from the cart. Now I will show you how the tokens are stored. The token is stored on the user side. As in the console we have locked certain things so that it fetches. Now I will go to the application and I will check the local storage. Then I will see here access token is been stored along with a user details, that is username and the ID in the database. I haven't saved password for privacy reasons, for confidentiality reasons. and to fetch and to do all the features. This is one of the login. Now I will do another login and let you know that all these things are dynamically happening. Like I have a different user ID and I will log in with it, and the cart in this is totally different, and here also it's totally changing. It's clearing data once the session is over, so it is all dynamic. Just showing you the project structure. This is an Angular project with Node.js as the backend and MongoDB as the database we have used. This is the Angular CLI and this is the backend from all where all the requests are being pushed. So I will tell us more about our team. We have designed the static page just for representing our team members, which have contributed in the project. That's all. Now I am planning to move it to a particular domain. Like I will be using either Heroku or Glitch to use that, to show that and deploy it there. Thank you. Now I am logging out. Thank you.